Imagine waking up one morning to find the entire Pacific Ocean. Every wave, every current, every abyss somehow gone, neatly collected into a single, impossibly large swimming pool. It's an absurd idea, of course, but let's indulge it for a moment. Because asking what-if questions like this can reveal a lot about the real world, too. First off, the Pacific isn't just big, it's mind-bendingly, cosmically enormous. It holds over 710 million cubic kilometers of water. That's more than all the other oceans combined. If you tried to pour it into an Olympic swimming pool, you'd need about 285 billion of them. And that's just volume. If you imagine all that water stacked in one place, you'd have a body so deep it would swallow Mount Everest several times over. But let's suppose, through some magical plumbing system, we managed to drain every drop of the Pacific into a single giant pool. What would that actually look like? First, the pool itself would have to be an engineering marvel beyond anything humanity could even conceptualize. The Great Wall of China would be the grout line. The entire continent of Africa might serve as a shallow end. You'd need a lifeguard stationed somewhere near the moon just to see the other side. But scale is just the beginning of the weirdness. Because the Pacific isn't just water, it's a whole living, breathing system. It drives half the world's weather. It's the engine behind El Niño and La Niña, shaping droughts and floods from Australia to California. Pull that engine out, and the entire global climate would go haywire. Without the Pacific's thermal mass to store heat, temperature swings would become more extreme. Storm systems would be completely different if they formed at all. Entire ecosystems, from coral reefs to redwood forests, would collapse. And then there's the land that would be revealed. Drain the Pacific, and you'd see the world's largest mountain range, the mid-Pacific Mountains and oceanic plateaus. You'd see chasms deeper than any land valley, trenches that make the Grand Canyon look like a roadside ditch. The Mariana Trench, for example, is nearly 11 kilometers deep. Walking its dry floor would feel like hiking through a world built for giants. But it wouldn't be a peaceful stroll. The newly exposed land would be littered with dead sea life, salt flats, and perhaps toxic gases from long-sealed vents. The seafloor isn't designed to be dry. Speaking of life, let's not forget the creatures. The Pacific is home to more species than any other ocean. From microscopic plankton to blue whales, millions of species would instantly lose their habitat. Entire food webs would vanish overnight. The ocean's evaporation alone would alter atmospheric composition. Humidity levels would crash. Rainfall patterns would collapse. Desertification would spread. Crops around the world depend on moisture recycled from ocean evaporation. No Pacific, no reliable monsoons, no reliable anything. And what about sea level? Removing the Pacific's water would drop global sea level by about 4 kilometers. Except that it can't really do that, because water isn't extra. All the other oceans would try to fill the void. You'd end up draining them too, eventually turning Earth into a cracked, desiccated husk. The idea of moving the Pacific's water into a swimming pool ignores the fundamental truth that water moves. It's a cycle. Any attempt to contain it would fight gravity, evaporation, and physics itself. Even if you somehow contained it, what then? The pressure at the bottom of this megapool would be astronomical. The walls would need to withstand forces beyond any material's strength. And the temperature profile? The Pacific isn't uniformly warm. Its deepest waters are just above freezing, while its tropical surface can be bathtub hot. Mixing all that in a single pool would create weird convection currents and temperature gradients. It would be less like a pool party and more like a planetary-scale science experiment gone wrong. Of course, the whole idea is a thought experiment, but that's what makes it fun. It forces us to reckon with just how vast and interconnected Earth systems really are. The Pacific isn't a giant water tank waiting to be drained. It's part of a delicate balance, storing heat, moving nutrients, nurturing life, stabilizing climate. It's easy to take it for granted, just blue on the map. But the next time you look at the ocean, remember you're seeing a system that makes life on Earth possible. So no, we can't drain the Pacific into a swimming pool. But imagining it reminds us why we shouldn't even want to. Because the ocean isn't just big, it's essential. It's not there to be contained. It's there to sustain us all.